What is up, Transformers family? Happy December 26th, day after Christmas. Hope you're doing well. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas with family, friends, loved ones. And I hope you got a good Transformers haul. I will say I'm very happy with mine. I'll bring stuff over one by one to share with you guys. Right now, I'm enjoying my mom's flan with a Puerto Rican delicacy. I love it. Delicioso. El flan de vainilla. So it's just, that's what I'm eating right now. That's actually my lunch for today. So I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas, a safe Christmas. No complaints here. Happy as can be. We got a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a bite of my flan first. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then let's get into it. And we'll just chat and hang out for a few minutes. Don't plan to be on for long. Just wanted to share my Christmas haul with you guys and say hi and hope you're doing good. And just hang out. So, first things first. I've seen the Megatron version of this and I've seen the Optimus version of this, but I was not aware that there was a Bumblebee one. And my shout out to my parents because they found this for me. So, it's the dancing Bumblebee. I mean, come on. Tells you more about it here on the back that he dances. He has two modes, a dance mode and a light mode. Haven't really messed with it. Letting the kids been playing with it, and I turn it on here and there. It is very loud. I'll play it just here briefly so you can see how loud it is. Granted, he's probably loud because he's in the box, but here goes nothing. So here is the dancing Bumblebee. I mean, it's pretty loud. It's not super loud, but it is loud. But watching his hands and his feet move, the way he dances, and his head side to side, it's pretty funny. I've seen the Optimus and Megatron, watch them dance, but it's pretty funny to see and actually have one in hand and just watching him dance. He hovers, so it's going to be very interesting. I'll take him out of the box and I'll post a video on my Instagram account, my TikTok, and I'll do a little review on my YouTube about it, but this is a pretty fun one. This is the dancing Transformers Bumblebee with lights and sound. So this is pretty awesome. So let me take another bite of my flan here. So good. I love that my mom makes it. All right. Let's bring a few things over. Makes it a little bit easier, so I don't have to travel so far. So, at first, I thought this was a giant Kit Kat. I'm like, okay, I'm going to take this to work and sit it at my desk and eat it for however long it's going to take, but they're actually snack-sized Kit Kats. I know a while back they came out with these like ginormous ones for Kit Kat, I think Three Musketeers and Snickers, but got this. Don't know how many they're in here, but they're, as you can hear, there's a whole bunch in there. So let's see what else we got. This was a good Ollie's find. It is the Studio Series Transformers movie, not Studio Series. Oh yeah, it is Studio Series. So it is Studio Series Transformers the movie Ironhide. This is the minifig compared to the standard Studio Series. Kind of surprised that they released like this version, not because I know there's the other version where he gets shot from the movie, but I wish they would have released both. You know, have a version with an interchangeable chest on the other one where he is just shot, and the other one, the larger version. I wish they would have came with an interchangeable chest where you can have the shot version or you can have the standard version of the Ironhide. Now, don't get me wrong, this is tiny and very nice. You know, he does transform into his little minivan version, or truck, however you want to call it, but it is cool. Only paid $4.99 for them at Ollie's, so if you have an Ollie's near you, go check out Ollie's. But I'm excited. It's a mini version. I'm hoping that he's going to be kind of similar in size to the G1 Ironhide that I have upstairs. So we'll have to wait and see. So take another bite of the flan. It's so good. Love me some flan. Next we have I got me a parallel universe Galaxy Blokies 06. It was on sale at Walmart for like $2.99 instead of $4.99. So I was like, you know what? Great Christmas present. Can't pass up on it. I already have the IDW Orion packs, the special character, but just to have it because can't go wrong with any of the characters that they have in this set. So if you're looking, not very familiar with like G.I. Joe, Marvel Legends, or DC Universe, I'm more well versed in the Transformers universe, but for the Transformers universe, the best ones for scale size, there's the Studio Series, there's the Masterpiece, and then there's the Titan scale. There's a lot of third-party companies that offer scale size, but that's definitely a little bit more of a pricier price. But you definitely do have the Masterpiece series, the Studio series, and then the Titan class series. And big shout out to Corrupted Collectibles, because I did join their live YouTube earlier this week on Christmas Eve, I believe, or the day before Christmas Eve. And they had an awesome YouTube stream with trivia night with different categories. They had Christmas, they had Transformers, they had music, I think was the other one. But big shout out to them. I came in second place in my category, which I did Christmas, which I'm fine with that because I love Christmas. It's my favorite time of the year. But I won the Titan class tidal wave. And I know they'll be sending me that later this week. It's the holidays, which is fine. But I'm excited about that. But I did get the Galaxy version 6, the Parallel Universe. I'm kind of hoping to get another Swoop or Sunstreaker or Wheeljack because I'm very G1 oriented. So we'll see what we get. This will be posted in a few weeks because I have a lot to go through. And I still have a lot to do upstairs to share with you guys. So make sure you're following me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. So I can give you all my G1 information and share all my G1 stuff because I love sharing with you guys and hanging out with you guys. So next, this might answer your question, Toytopia. This one here is the Studio Series. This is 86 for Brawn. So this is more actual size replica, as you were asking about, full scale compared to like the G1 toys. I do have his G1 version upstairs, and I'll definitely do a picture. Also have Bumblebee upstairs, and definitely do pictures of that. But these are more up to size, because if you compare him, I have Ultra Magnus upstairs. I don't have the 86 Optimus Prime, and that one's on my list with everything else under the sun G1 related. But this is definitely to size scale, in my opinion. Other people may disagree, which is fine. We all have our opinions, and we all love Transformers in our own way, but this is supposed to be like kind of like scale size compared to the other Studio Series like Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime. But I'll definitely share that at a later time so you can see a size reference in the two. But we have the Brawn here. I'm gonna be excited to open him up and post about him so you guys can see everything there is to see about him. So that's the other one that I got for Christmas. So let's see what else. Let's go with, had to get me another one. Shout out to Beatles because I won this. I have another one upstairs that I won from Beatles Toy Box. Big shout out to him. Make sure you follow him on Instagram. He's got amazing giveaways. So make sure you follow him on Instagram. He's an awesome person to follow. He is great. His content is amazing. So make sure you do follow him because he does some amazing stuff and he has amazing giveaways. So make sure you look at him over on Instagram. But this is the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. He is awesome. That is a great point. Toytopia, the RED versions of these are basically the same as well. Those are also supposedly to scale size as well, so those are awesome as well. The only difference is you can't transform those. So if you're just looking for actual figures in the Transformers line that you don't want to transform, the RED line, I have Bumblebee, but they do not transform. They're almost the same size as these. They're a little bit taller, but they're basically the same. But this is the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee. Can't have too many of these. I love Bumblebee. He was on sale for $10 at Walmart, so I was like, can't pass him up. So I had to get him. Got him for Christmas. So and there he is, the back, the artwork. And they all come with a little like display stand, so you guys can set them up and stand them up. So that way you can take your pictures. Like for Bumblebee here, it's like inside of Unicron. So, and then let's see. And then Brawn, his is inside the Ark before he gets shot and killed. So they all come with like a little display stand, which is pretty cool to have and see, to be able to take the pictures. But yes, they are amazing. So yeah, so if you're looking to transform in Toytopia, I would definitely recommend the Studio Series Masterpiece. Or if you're looking for the big Titans, like they have Scorponok, they have Trypticon, they have Omega Supreme, they have Tidal Wave. Those come in the huge Titan class. And once I get Tidal Wave, I'll definitely open that up and share it with you guys on a live stream. He will be my first Titan. The other two that I really want to get one day would be, all three actually, would be Trypticon, Omega Supreme, and Scorponok. But that's for a later time, because that requires a lot of money. But that's fine, you know. Time will tell. All right. Next, we got our wonderful and lovable Sea Spray. This is like the other ones they have released for Bumblebee, which I have, Gears, and I know they're releasing more. I think Wheelie and Outback, I believe. But this is all retro inspired to basically make them look like their G1 toy, which I do have his G1 toy upstairs, so I'll definitely do a comparison video there. But here is Sea Spray. There's the back. You can see they're focused a lot like on the backing and the card back stock here to make them look like the G1, because the G1 Sea Spray came like this, basically in a card stock like this with this image on the back, and he was just a small figurine that was in a plastic shell just like this. And I have him like that upstairs. I have two or three versions of him for the G1 toy upstairs. I don't know if they're all. I mean, I know that there's the European version, there's the American version. I think there's a few other versions, but this is basically to mimic that G1 style. So this is the G1 Sea Spray. Next on the list, we got. I've had this one for a little bit, but I said, you know what? I said to my wife, you can give it to me for Christmas because it's awesome. So, not many people may know about Defcon. Some of you do, some of you don't, depending how diehard G1 is. I think the episode was called The Gambler. It's the only time he appeared. He is an Autobot bounty hunter in the G1 series. Had his friend Lizardo by the end of the episode. He is, to me, underrated character. I liked his attitude and how he approached things on the episode that he was on. But finally seeing him here is pretty awesome. I know in the cartoon shows he turned into a huge ship that they could all board and all of that. But he also had his own ship that he traveled in. But just having him is pretty awesome. Here's the back where he turns into his little spaceship. But I'm very happy that they came out with a Defcon figurine because, like I said, to me, he is an underrated Autobot that really doesn't get much attention because he was just a bounty hunter and he was just doing his own thing. But yeah, he was very awesome to see in the G1 series in his one episode. I think it was called The Gambler. Not quite sure if that's the right title, but I know he was on there and it was just awesome to see him. And see that there's Autobot bounty hunters out there, you know, hunting rogue Decepticons. So that would actually be a fun storyline to see, is Defcon's storyline to see from his Autobot beginnings to becoming the bounty hunter, and maybe some of the bounties that he went after that he completed. But this is awesome. I'm excited. Definitely going to be a while before I get to him, but I'm excited that I do have him. So, all right. I got a few more to go. I got a few more over there at the table that I want to get, but first, bite of flan. Everybody who's joining in and watching, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully your Christmas was as magical and special as it should be. All right, so next on the list that we're going to show to you guys. All right, we're going to start with Armada Wheeljack. So, if you know, Walmart had a lot of sales, Black Friday sales or pre-Black Friday sales if you were a Walmart Plus member, and they did a lot of the 2-packs. So I was only able to get one. I was really hoping to get I got the Studio Series 86 Bumblebee, but I wanted to get the reactive Bumblebee as well. But hey, maybe next time, we'll see. But I got this from a 2-pack. He came with another bot that I'll show next. But we have the Armada Wheeljack. So his mold here, as you can tell, is very similar to Sideswipe. Which I'm perfectly fine because they like to do that. It's a lot of remolding. Saves them money, but they still make money because we all want to buy it. And I'm one of those people that want to buy the ones that I want. This one just happened to be happenstance because it was combined with the one Autobot that I did want. But it's still a little cool figurine. I have watched Armada some. I need to rewatch. I need to rewatch Armada. I need to watch Energon. Because G1, Armada, and Energon were basically the ones that I grew up with, along with like Power Rangers and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But it's pretty cool to see his Armada self here. See, I was trying to get the Aerial Bots to Transformers Revival, but by the time I got to it and I realized that Walmart was doing that, those suckers were gone. Because it was a great deal. You got 2 bots for $15. I mean, it does not get any better than that. So, you got Armada Wheeljack. Don't remember if he was a scientist like G1 Wheeljack was in Armada, but that's for another time. So, before I get to the other bot, I gotta share this. If you've probably seen it before on my, I posted it when I first saw it and got it at Marshall's, as you can see. I was hoping that they would have the Blue Ranger Billy. That's my favorite. It was $29.99, but it is the Fluff Z. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it right, but it's basically a hoodie, and it's a hoodie with the Red Ranger, and it's got the power belt with the morpher with the power coin. So it's very, very fluffy, as you can see here. So, got that one, the Red Ranger. I'm excited. It's got the, you can see it here, like you can pull it down so you make it so like you have the Red Ranger helmet. So, pretty awesome. Pretty excited to see it. It's going to get cold here in Florida where I'm at. Probably not as cold as some of you up north, and the rest of the country are going to be way colder. But me being Puerto Rican, I like the warmth. I mean, I've gotten used to the cold. I don't mind it, but I prefer the hot weather. But I'll be excited to wear this next week. So let's see. So yeah, Toytopia. Yeah, I missed out on a lot of it. They had a lot of 2-packs that were 2 for $15. And I was like, dang, that's a steal right there. That's a great deal. Hopefully they do it again next year. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm keeping my fingers crossed with Walmart, that they do it again next year because of how fast it sold out this year. So we'll see. Oh, Kimberly. That was, if you watched the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Kimberly was your crush. Don't get me wrong, Kat, she was pretty too, but Kimberly will always be numero uno. So, next on the list is this from Target. I didn't see it anywhere else. I know a few of my Transformers buddies. Shout out to SG Mirage because he got it first, and he gave me what I needed, which was the barcode, so I could find it at my Target and order it so I can get it for Christmas. So we have this Transformers little mug. It says mug, crew socks, boot socks, and a beanie. Didn't know there was such a difference between crew socks and boot socks, but hey, whatever. I'm gonna wear them. I'm a kid at heart, not gonna complain. So we have, this is the beanie over here. There's the mug right there. There's one of the socks, and then there's the other pair of socks. And I'll put them back here so you can kind of see a better picture of them. But this is pretty awesome set. I think it was only like 20 bucks when I bought it at Target at the time. But whoo. So, oh, you are definitely cold, Toytopia up there in New York. So stay warm. Feel sorry for you. Unless you like it and you're used to it, then good for you. But I'll stick to my warmer weather. I mean, don't get me wrong, 60s is great and all, but like 30s, 40s, woo! But you up there in New York, I know you're getting it worse than I am. So, next box. This is what came in the 2-pack with Wheeljack Armada. Is my boy Cosmos. Another underrated Autobot in my opinion. I think all the mini bots in my opinion are underrated. Cosmos, Powerglide, Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper. I think in my opinion Beachcomber. They're all underrated. I mean, they did some amazing stuff in the G1 series, but that's just my opinion. So here we have G1 Cosmos. I love it. I have the original G1 toy upstairs, and I have another variant of the Cosmos that was released. He's actually at my desk at work because I do have my desk bots. Can't be an Autobot fan or Decepticon fan or Transformers fan in general to me if you don't have at least just one figure on your desk. I have more than one, but at least one figure on your desk if you work in an office, because you got to have some sort of entertainment for yourself. But we do have Cosmos here. He comes with a checkered flag. Not quite sure the reasoning behind why he comes with a checkered flag. Find that interesting. I'm trying to think if there was any episodes where he needed a checkered flag, but I don't really recall him ever having a checkered flag. But hey, it is G1. It is his G1 colors, so I'm very excited to open this bad boy up and get into him and see what we got. All right, so down to my final three, and we will start with the Track Fleet Optimus Prime. I got super lucky. I think somebody was hiding him at Target, because when I go to Target and Walmart, I'm always looking in the Hot Wheels section for these Track Fleet. Now I'm just missing Ultra Magnus. That's the last one on my list of these Track Fleet. But I found him, and I tried scanning the Target app to see if like any other store had him, but he wouldn't even scan on the Target app. But when I scanned him at the Target store and when I scanned him at the register, running up for $3.99. So I was like, heck yeah! So wish I would have found more, because I would have loved to have shared it with you guys to do it like with a giveaway. But I got the only one because somebody was trying to hide it. They had it all the way in the back, behind some other ones, trying to hide it. So, but I dig. I'm always looking for my bots. So we got Track Fleet Optimus Prime here. They don't show like Ultra Magnus on the back. I'm assuming he came out with another line of Track Fleet cars for Hot Wheels, but we do have Optimus Prime. So there we got that Track Fleet Optimus Prime. Next, I was very excited. Found him on sale for 15 bucks. At Walmart, of course. They have some really good deals. But none other, not Walmart, Target. I apologize, Target. Gigawatt. Let's go back to the future, baby. So, there we have it. Good old Gigawatt. So this is going to be a fun one to transform. Just based off of like the picture, looks like it should be a fairly simple transformation. But we'll see once we open them up and get inside. I'll definitely be doing a full review on everything that you're seeing here. I'll definitely be doing full reviews for you guys to see on my YouTube. And I'll do reels and stuff here on my Instagram and on my TikTok page. Make sure you follow me on all three. And don't forget, I do have a giveaway going on. Find my reel on my Instagram account and follow the steps to be eligible to win my giveaway. So don't forget that. Go on my Instagram and don't forget. So, but here we have Gigawatt. So excited. I love the Back to the Future trilogy. They're just so amazing. Such great movies. Yeah, granted the third one is not the best, but gave Doc the happy ending he needed, got his family. So there's the back of him, kind of like the G1 with the graph here, with the details. So, and there it is, the DeLorean. Love the DeLorean, such an awesome, fun car. So there's Gigawatt. So, gotta take a few more bites of the flan before I get to my big one. So, it's not in the greatest condition, which I am perfectly fine with that, but it's just the fact that I was able to get him, and he supposedly works. I have yet to try that. I'm gonna see maybe if I can try to go live tonight and put him on the live to see if he works. Fingers crossed, hopefully he does. But this was my biggie for my Christmas this year. So, like I said, he's not in the best of shape, but he's supposed to be complete too. That was the other thing too. He's supposed to be complete. So, let's just, he's in bubble wrap. So, oh, G1 Shockwave. So, this is the original G1 Shockwave. I got him at auction from, shout out to Toys and Collectibles. So they host a lot of auctions for Transformers, He-Man, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers. They're out there spreading the love with everything that they go and find and purchase. But here is the G1 Shockwave. The box, as you can tell, is not in the greatest condition. You know, it's got its tears. It's missing its side flap over here. It doesn't have the plastic cover right there, which I'm perfectly fine with that, but oh my god. He's got some yellowing and got a little bit of breakage because, you know, we didn't know how to properly transform things as we were kids. We were just doing whatever. It's got a little bit of damage. I'm trying to see if I can try to repair him as best as I can, but all in all, just the purple coloring on him is just phenomenal. So, there we have it. My G1 Shockwave. So, I know it's going to be hard to see. I'll take a picture and post it later. But this thing was originally purchased at Children's World Children's Place for their low price of $23.97. Whoo! Would we love to be in a world where things were how they were back then in the 80s and 90s. I mean, I was born in 87, and I have to say, being born in the late 80s and being a 90s kid and early 2000s, I think that was the best to me, in my opinion. That's just me, probably being biased because I was born in 87, but that was the best time. Before cell phones, before full internet, that dial-up noise. Oh, I just knocked down Gigawatt. Drinking out of the hose outside, la manguera. You know, just living the life, being kids, playing stickball outside with aluminum foil and the broomstick. I mean, it does not get any better than that. So, Transformers family, it has been fun. I'm going to hopefully maybe try to get on tonight. If not, I'm going to try to get on either Saturday or Sunday night, depending how the weekend goes, because it is after Christmas. We have a lot of stuff to put up here at the house and a lot of stuff to do. So, Transformers family, hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you've had a wonderful Christmas with your family and friends. Stay safe. Take care. Till all are one. Have a wonderful day, Transformers family.